evening. Just wanted to straighten out the camera. So I was pulling a few cards of the day. I was having a little technology issues. But what I was saying is that abundance is ever present. We keep pulling the Ten of Pentacles. It just came out again for me. We had this earlier in the week. A lot of us have been worried about finances, about stability in all areas of our life, our home life, our job security, our financial security. Saying Ten of Pentacles, that's stability, abundance. We had this in the Oracle deck supporting it too. So just have faith. All of our hard work and determination paying off. And then this camaraderie, a lot of us in hermit mode, coming out of that hermit mode and just spending time with others and being joyful. And then a few cards fell out of the deck from the Power Thought cards by Louise Hay. And I have here, as I say yes to life, life says yes to me. Yes. Life mirrors my every thought. As I keep my thoughts positive, life brings to me only good experiences. And I said that last night as well, that we really have to be mindful of our thoughts, be willing to let our guides assist us when needed, ask for help, because our guides will intervene only when they are asked to. We have free will. They'll let us wait in our own solitude or adversity with oneself. And not be judgmental, because on the other plane, time is non-existent. But the realization that while time is of the essence to us, it has no need in the spiritual plane. So I'm getting from this is there's no missteps, no misguided steps, and no one losing track of their existence, but moving forward into the reality that is their true soul path. I keep getting this, their true soul path. People revisiting old karmic debts, forgiving themselves and others. A lot of forgiveness in this retrograde, right? I don't know what everyone's been experiencing in their lives, but a lot of ending of a cycle to ending of numerous cycles to bring forth change. So it's saying loving others is easy when I love and accept myself. And it was all about forgiveness, right? Forgiving ourselves, forgiving others, forgiving ourselves for feeling foolish, for our past vulnerability that we judged as weakness, when in reality, it is us speaking our truth. My heart is open. I allow myself to my love to flow freely. I love myself. I love others, and others love me. And then it's saying I accept my uniqueness. And that's part of self-love too. We have to stop beating ourselves up and realize there's no competition, no comparison, for we are all different and meant to be that way. I'm special and wonderful. So that's the mantra for the day. I'm going to pull from the Sacred Forest Oracle. I don't think we use this deck this week. I have many decks. But we will see what this deck will bring us. Stillness. So that's what I was saying. I think I said it earlier. The quietude. Wow, that's what I got before I looked at the image, and then I saw it in the pool. So the maiden is looking into the pond, and I was getting that the transformation was ever present to her. She was looking at how far she came, how far she had traveled to get to where she is at now. And as she's looking at her reflection, she is now a beautiful swan. So all the pain, all the adversity, all the difficulties, even those that have tested your patience, tested your faith in others, they have led you to where you are today and have made you stronger. So on this plane, so many of you judge karmic ties, twin flames, soulmates, as those that always bring you joy 100% of the time. But to support you on this plane, they are here to trigger you so you could heal. And in doing so, in the stillness with self, you will purge, you will grow, you will heal. So that's what I'm getting, the reflecting pool, and then self-reflection. And being easy on yourself, because at times we are the hardest on ourselves than anyone. It's that voice in your head that you call ego. So, strength, and that's what I was saying. It's giving you strength. Your experiences make you stronger. They help you grow. So it's a tree reaching for the heavens, reaching for the stars. And refuge. That's the solitude. That's the resurgence. And we have healing too. So much healing. The healing's the fourth card. And then as we go to the beginning, it's stillness, right? So now we're in this self-reflection of healing ourselves. Oh, I pulled right to the correct page, a 33. As you stand on the soft moss at the edge of the forest pool, you can see your own reflection. A soft breeze ripples the surface. Your image waves and shifts only to return as the air becomes still. In the quietude of this moment, you tap into the internal source of your power. You watch as your reflected image transforms into the highest form of you. What beauty and grace. In the stillness, your power emerges. Tap into your inner sacred witness to discover the dwelling place of your soul. In profound peace and silence, you can discover the truth of your being. If you are in pain, go into this stillness until you find the source. Resist the temptation to indulge in feelings of overwhelm, urgency, and emergency. There is always a higher truth. Seek it out. Your soul loves what is real and honest. In quietude, the truth emerges. Move past the bustle and chatter of life into sweet stillness. Allow the chaos of the outer world to roll off your back the way water rolls off the back of a duck. Surrender to it. Seek solitude to hear the voice of spirit, and serenity will follow. The spirit of the reflecting pool says, in silence, You'll find the dwelling place of your soul. Take time to move into quietude, and you'll uncover a vast store of insight emerging within you. In ongoing situations in your life, hold back. Take time to reflect before responding. Because cycles repeat. There's no mistakes in life, but lessons will repeat. So those that will trigger us come in many forms. Different friendships, different romantic, different familial relationships. The same theme keeps repeating. Now, are we going to grow from it, or are we going to keep repeating the same mistakes? Are we going to continue hurting ourselves, harming others, or changing so we could grow, so we can transform into the beautiful swan? So that was 33, a master number. Numerology means a lot to me too. I do numerology readings, life path readings. 30/3 or 12-3 is a life path 3. 33 doesn't add to 33. That would be 6. But 33 you would never reduce because it's a master number. So I will read you what it says about ancient oak spirit. I lost sight of what I was doing for a minute. Walking softly into the forest, you can hear the deep voice of the oak. When the great oak speaks, the forest becomes still and listens. Although you not be consciously aware of them, powerful and profound messages seep into your soul and can be felt in the core of your being. This card represents standing strong in your truth. It appears as a sign that you need to step into your strength. Or conversely, when you are responding to a situation with too much strength, recall how a strong wind will cause the flexible willow to bend, but the rigid oak branch to break. The appearance of ancient oak may also foretell mystical experience ahead. If this acts as a reminder of the wellspring of power within you. This tree has symbolized endurance traditionally, strength, mystical wisdom, courage, nobility. Remember that inner strength means speaking your truth. So it's time for people to speak their truth. So much pain could be avoided in the world if people would just speak their truth. Because it places barriers between one another. The little voice of ego in your head makes up scenarios. And we reflect what we project, right? So it all comes back. It's an endless, vicious, exhausting cycle. So it's saying there may be a blockage in your life or one soon to come. Now is the time to amass your inner strength to move beyond it. So it's moving past a lot of old karmic debts. And I kept getting forgiveness over and over again. Help from mystical realms is at hand. Believe in your own inner strength. What are currently obstacles will be tomorrow's stepping stones to success. You are wise and strong beyond measure. Stand firm and rooted where you are. Speak your truth. You are intuitively guided in the right direction. So if you feel the need to reach out to someone, to speak your truth to someone, it's just propelling you on your journey. Because we all put blocks, put shields up, so it will bring us together closer, more closely. Too often people speak words of anger, which just creates more resistance. So now we have number 16, Refuge, Enchanted Fern Grotto. This was in the past. It was the time to go within. And like I said all week, that we're resurfacing from the hermit mode. And it says, there's a feeling of peace. Many enchanted fern grottos are known to be places where magic resides, perhaps the homes of fairies and elves. Allow the energy of the sacred space to fill you. Know that you can be yourself and truly relax. Retreat and reflect on your heart's true desires. Proceed with care and deliberation as you make plans. Listen to your inner guidance. Magic is afoot in the enchanted grotto. Long rays of light stream through the forest canopy above. An abundance of ferns fill the grotto with effervescent, verdant color, and a small waterfall tinkles like crystalline chimes. You know that you're safe. You are safe. So, with that, I am going to just pull right into this one. I thought I was just going to use these 3 decks, but I want The Gateway of Light Activation by Kyle Gray. And we will shuffle. Sorry, I'm in my pajamas. It's nighttime, see? Ready for the moon. Moonlight. Light immersion, full system upgrade, power recall. Emerald tablet activation, cosmic ordering, divine alchemy, conscious manifesting. Star being healing codes, important information, wounds are healed, recharging. It's very interesting. And I just want to get one more cards here. The Shaman deck. It's like I'm saying, these are all upgrades. Light immersion, full system upgrade, power recall. So we're clearing out all that old karma is what I was saying. And then it says we're getting that activation, divine alchemy, conscious manifesting. Divinity is our true potential. So we're rising up into the vibration. Wounds are healed, recharging, important information. So that's what I was saying, just a lot of growth the next few weeks, a lot of change coming. The courage to step into life. And that's what we were getting all week, to take risks. Surrender, take risks. That's another master number. 44 is the perfect storm. And number 12, another 3 energy. A lot of 3s. If 3 resonates with you. 48, another 3 energy. And then you have the Master 44. That resonates with me, the 44. So Then if anyone's a 3 energy out there, that's pretty interesting. Okay, so let go of those thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes that clutter your heart and cloud your mind. Then the storm will be perfect for you. If you wonder what you might lose during this perfect storm, know that it is those things we are most attached to that are taken first, as if life were trying to unburden us of our righteous self-importance. Let it all go with the winds. The less you resist change brought by the perfect storm, the happier you will be. Ride the winds to your next destination, embrace the rain or snow. Every time you try to argue with nature, you lose. Bite off more than you can chew and take the storm on in all its terrifying greatness. Experience the fullness of life. You will succeed. If you have become earthbound, plotting and planning and praying for change, cease and desist. Break the habit of being yourself, of repeating the same behavior and hoping for a different outcome. That was the whole theme all week. I kept saying that was the definition of insanity, right? It's saying this is heralding the arrival of a new relationship, new beginnings, rebirth with yourself and your work and your love life. Do not assume that this person or opportunity will rescue you. The only way to liberation is to kiss the ground goodbye and take flight, to rise above the fray and the drama of the struggling, arguing mind. Dance in the sky and view the madness below. By simply witnessing the actors and the human comedy unfolding on the ground, you are transforming. As you observe the drama, you unleash the power of the sacred feminine that allows for resolution. They know the maps of heaven and the way to the holiest and most sacred spaces on earth. They come to help you with your current life, and even more important, to guide you to the realization of your own divinity. I said divinity before. I don't know whether I used it properly. I always watch this after, and I'm like, did any of that make sense? Did it? Because you're just channeling, and you kind of lose what you are saying. Okay. Dragon's Horde. Yes, that came out this week too. Another 3 energy. You got 12 and 12 because 48 is 12. 12 is 12, right? They both add up to 3. Numerology and 44. That's really resonates with me, the 44. So, let's see. That's what it's saying. All the changes in our lives, in my life, it's meant to be. There's always a reason. I kept saying earlier this week when cards such as this, supportive of this, that it's always darkest before the dawn. You can't have a rainbow without a little rain, right? So this is protecting the future, this Dragon's Horde, and it's saying, what world are you creating? What are you leaving for your children and grandchildren to inherit? So it's saying it's a rich opportunity, and you can fill your satchel with the treasures you like best. Take the gifts offered you and dedicate them to the well-being of all, beginning with your own. But beware, all that glitters is not gold. Select the precious treasures that will further your spiritual growth, and avoid the shiny objects that are empty of real value. What seeds will bear fruit after you are no longer here? What will you harvest in your old age when you are weary? The dragon guards the legacy of the future. All who come empty-handed or to fill only their own pockets with gold lie in a dusty heap of bones. You have been allowed entrance by virtue of your kindness or your spiritual practice or sheer luck. Consider as well that your present, this moment, is the future to the dragon. You may be the one You may be the one we have all been waiting for, so do not hesitate to take what bequest has been reserved for you since the beginning of time. This is the time to be bold. Do not delay or overthink. Remember to bring an offering for the dragon, lest it believe you are its lunch. A simple prayer will do. So it's a lot of new beginnings. And I keep saying that there's a message of boldness throughout the week that I keep saying, it's time to be bold. It's time to reach out to others. It's time to take the first step and meet others halfway. Venus is in retrograde. A lot of relationships from the past coming back, a lot of reconciliations. What will you do with that? Will you grow from it? Or will you make a mess of things? Have you healed? Have you grown? So that's what I mean. It's a lot of revisiting. So that's what I was getting with that. And yeah, I just saw like the past few years, a lot of overthinking and not movement. A lot of that hermit mode and now resurfacing. I myself has been gone for a while, a few years now, right? People have been reaching out. I'm here. Still doing work, but just in the quietude, not so much with others. Yeah, I was just saying I was working on my work, working on my inner self to be able to present myself to others in my truest, highest form. So it's funny because everything I touch is a success was the card, and I'll leave everyone with that. And it's saying I now establish a new awareness of success. I know I can be as successful as I make my mind to be. I move into the winning circle. Golden opportunities are everywhere for me. Prosperity of every kind is drawn to me. So that's great. I feel that was for me. Everyone listening, right? Our hard work, right? I was saying this with the tarot deck. I don't think I showed it to you, right? Really, that hard work, determination, paying off. So I'll leave you with that. I hope you have a wonderful evening. I lose track of time. I was going to come on here for 5 minutes or so. It looks like almost a half hour. So have a great evening and good night. Sweet dreams.